Hello, good evening, guys. I'm extremely sorry I am running late. It was a rush back from the city to crack on, but it's lovely to be back. How are we all? Big game, big game. Roma did the business against Brighton. Liverpool smashed the other Czech team. So can we do the same in Milan tonight? I'm going to get the information up so we can have a look at the starting lineups before we crack on with what's going on this evening. I hope everyone can hear me okay. If you can, please let me know. So guys, get your comments in. What do you think the score is going to be? Get some conversation going. What do you think the score is going to be tonight? Football draw, lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Any hope of a clean sheet on this one? Good bloody question. Good bloody question. Good bloody question. I reckon I said 4-2 in our group chat. I said 4-2. I think we will concede. Their attack seems to be quite good. I don't know a huge amount about Czech football. Steph is here. Let's go. Hello, Steph.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. How are we feeling?
Feeling good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
A bit late. Let me just get up the information.
Yeah.
Slavia.
What did you say? 4-2 you're going for? Yeah.
I said 4-2, yeah. I think their defense is pretty all over the place. But I think their attack is not bad. And also our defense. I don't know. What do you reckon?
I think we win 3-0.
Oh, that would be nice.
I think we win 3-0. Being at home.
Let me get the information up, guys.
Yeah, I think we win 3-0. But he's persistent with Kier and Gabbia. So here we go. I mean, Pioli, innit?
Pioli's on fire.
Oh, he's up.
Sorry, guys.
On fire if he fucks up tonight.
Yeah, what are you saying, guys? Let's get some conversation going. I need to sort this out. Bear with me, guys. It's been a late one. I just came back from work and I haven't had the time to set up properly. I've been unprepared.
Leave it with me then. Leave it with me. Let me talk. Let me talk that talk.
Let me just get this. Let me get this set up. And
while you get that set up, guys, I think we should go into this game feeling with a bit of optimism. Not to sound big-headed or anything like that, but we're at home. We're significantly a stronger side here than the opposition that we're playing here. At the end of the day, you know what? We got a win on the weekend, despite not playing well against Lazio. And we have to look to really get a convincing win here tonight to take to the second leg, because we saw against Reijnders that it does really help when you play that first leg at home and you get a convincing win behind your back on the aggregate scoring. So I think we have to, not to compare apples and oranges, but Sparta Prague just got humbled at home by Liverpool tonight, 5-1. I think we're not Liverpool, but it's a similar league here. It's a similar level of talent. We have to look to be dominant in this game here, and I think that's what I'm looking to see. Regardless of the back line, he's persistent again with Kier, even though he's got Tamori, Kalulu and Chow on the bench.
16 the right way. That's been the message from Stefano Pioli here at San Siro. Kickoff as Milan.
Yeah.
Slavia Praha.
Football draw. Stefchenko is in the room. Stefchenko.
He's in the room. Or I'm in the room. We're both in the room.
AC Milan. Elgo Tunuka Gachi. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Chico says 6-1 Milan. That would be lovely.
Yeah.
That would be really, really nice.
With 6-1, yeah, I don't know it's going to be that bad. As in that good. But I think 3-0. Trust me, if anything more than a 3-0 win would just be incredible. But I would love us to see just us be a bit just relentless with it. And and if he wants to rotate, do rotations that aren't just seeing out the game. Play rotational substitutions that are like for likes to get more goals and give the likes of Chukwueze and Okafor minutes to get those goals as well. So, this is where Pioli, man, has to use the talent at his disposal and the rotations that he has at his disposal now to not just see out and win games, but to kill off games against weaker opponents. And I'm not saying they're a weak side that we're playing against, but there's a talent gap here, and we have to make that shown tonight. And I'll be fucking fuming if we don't. But yeah, look, Bennett says, obviously, Reijnders, I think people have been asking him to start games recently. Now he's starting against Adley, Loftus-Cheek. I'll be interested to see how Pulisic does. Really good second half against Lazio. Leao, he's a step above the rest of the talent on this pitch right now. So let's see. But I'm convinced it's 3-0 minimum, and I'm not usually the most optimistic.
You're saying 3-0 minimum. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't know if I'm that confident. I want to be that confident, but I just think
what's stopping it from being that though? Okay,
yeah.
Yeah. Like if we want to, we could crush these. Like we were like, what was it, like 4-0 last season against like Salzburg and Dynamo Zagreb. This is a similar, maybe a lesser level of opponent than those teams, and we're at home. Like I want to 4-0 or something like that. We should be crushing them. But dog just got something, but he's in the mood today, pissing me off. Just like Pioli is.
Where the hell is this element malarkey? Oh, it's not coming up.
While Lorenzo gets his shit together as host.
Yeah.
We
I'm trying to get. I'm so sorry.
We don't do enough of these. Apologies, guys. We don't do enough of these to be consistently good at. I'll say we. I don't do anything here. I'll just talk. But we don't do enough of these to be consistently good at the editing element. So what I'll do is carry it by just rambling.
That's Steph lifting. He's earning his wage of volunteering wage.
Just kicked off the game now. While Oz gets everything up, kicking off. Not a high press at all from Slavia at all. I mean, everyone but the centre forwards in our box, in our half. Sorry, in their half even. Christ, that would be a high press. They're not giving much away. I think this is the thing where it is going to be like let's just talent wise step up, because they are not going to commit forward personally, and this is where we need to just be better than them. Leao's won a quick free kick from an elbow to the face, but okay.
What's your minute? What's the minute that we're on? 21 seconds.
I'm currently. I'm currently. All right, no, the replay's over. It's now 1 minute on the dot.
Oh my god, you're miles ahead of me. Oh no, I'm on 1 minute as well. Okay, no, we move. I was actually behind.
I think 5 seconds behind. Yeah.
Right, guys. Just for the time being, I'm going to get I can get the ticker on, and then we can discuss the lineups once I've figured it out.
Yeah.
I do apologise.
Yeah,
but I can get the ticket.
I mean, it's been. I mean, whilst we get into the flow of the game, I think it's been an interesting night so far in the Europa League. I mean, what was it? 4-0 Roma against Brighton. And we were talking about Brighton being potentially one of the sleeper favourites, but I mean that is a humbling. That's absolutely a humbling scoreline. Florenzi's got a quick booking. To be honest, it was. If you watch the build up for that, that's Reijnders being absolutely stupid on the ball. He's just carrying the ball for too long in midfield, gets caught out, and then we get caught out in transition. So I think Reijnders is more upfield there than Florenzi, although Florenzi does a really stupid tackle. Yeah, that's a booking. I will be back in presence and just taking myself a quick pee and back.
Right, guys.
Not what we needed to start off the game. 2 minutes in and there's a booking.
I'm actually going to have to have a look at this. I have not seen Slavia Praha's Insta post. Do you mind telling us what it was all about? Because that would be quite... Is it that funny? Please share.
Potentially so. I haven't seen it myself, to be fair.
Big up SempreMilan.
Big up. Yeah, so, I mean, some interesting fixtures so far. Liverpool obviously look like they're all but booked their spot in the quarterfinals with a 5-0 win away from home against Sparta Prague. You got, Qarabag, where it is, Qarabag. Shock draw at home against Bayer Leverkusen. Qarabag. 2-2 at home against Leverkusen. It required a goal in injury time by Patrick Schick to get an equaliser. So I don't think Leverkusen probably expected that to be as tight as that is. 4-0 against Roma against Brighton is a crazy scoreline. Crazy. I'm actually kind of low key like I laugh at Roma quite a lot, yeah, but I'm low key quite happy for the league because we need results like this against the Premier League sides just to kind of show that like all this like noise about Premier League, but like that is 100%. A humbling scoreline.
It's speaking my language. It is humbling.
You know what I mean? Like all this.
And also, let's not forget, Roma are not a good side.
They're not. They're obviously
they're not a good side.
Form. They're not. No. But
so
this is the thing as well. Like, as inconsistent as Roma could, like, they're on a good run of form. Obviously, some games. I think the fixture list has been quite nice to them, bar the Inter game, which they lost. But like, this is the thing as well. Like, English sides as well can equally be just as inconsistent. You know, bar Arsenal, who even drew to Porto in the Champions League, but like Liverpool as well with the injuries, and Man City, the rest of the league where everyone talks about being the best league in the world. Like, yeah, I'd fancy playing the likes of Chelsea, Man United, Brighton, West Ham, like Tottenham, because you know what, they're not consistent. They're like, yes, they've got good talent, but sit here and tell me like that top 10 is better than like could crush everyone else in the world. No, it can't, because tactically they can be found out, and consistency wise, they're just not that good. But look, Brighton are going to have to do something special to come back from a 4-0 loss, even if it is, the next game's at home. They're probably not known for like a home. I don't think Roma are going to go there intimidated by their crowd, are they? So it's going to be
no, definitely not. No, there's no way Roma throw that away. And I think the conversations of people that think Newcastle, West Ham, Brighton, Villa would finish top 4 in Serie A guaranteed is just like, come on, guys. Like,
didn't Chiellini say West Ham would finish like win the Serie A or something like that?
Look, not all footballers are smart. I have a lot of respect for Chiellini. Teo's on a big run here. Out to Leao on the left.
On the free kick.
Yeah, won a free kick in the final third. Well done, Teo. Love Chiellini, big legend, but not all the legends, are necessarily correct in what they talk about. And I think that he was just being a bit over complimentary about the Premier League. I've got no other reason for that. I disagree.
Yeah.
But he did say that.
These results like tonight is exactly why we need to be proven wrong, at least to a sense 100%. Of like, and it's not as if like it's a Mourinho masterclass. We're talking about Daniele De Rossi, like
new manager bounce.
A month, 2 months in, no, not even sorry, a month and a half, maybe a month into being the coach of Roma.
He's whipping it in,
free kick, and unless. I will say,
I don't know, it's bullshit.
I will say on Adley just kind of draws a foul there, but he kind of grabs the ball, which is a bit risky. But like this shit here, what is Adley? What are you doing, man? Just like clear it your fucking lines. He's a
really good passer.
But
he's also a really shit passer at the same time.
I don't think he's a shit passer. I just think he leaves something always like a second too late, and it's like just clear the ball. And he's like, no, I'm going to cut back inwards, and then you've only got Mike as an option on your left foot. So then it's like, and then it's just you've boxed yourself into a corner there. I like Hadley. He's got a good mind, and he kind of thinks the right way sometimes, but sometimes he kind of creates more. Like I think he's trying to play the game like Pioli did, But you got to have some talent and awareness to play like that and never be caught out.
Yeah, you got to, and Pioli slowed the game down every time he had the
ball. He slowed it down to his speed. Adley is like slowing it down without the speed actually kind of like, following suit. So yeah, like I said, there are moments where like he does it really well, but like in a deep role like that, he needs to fucking watch out, because against aggressive, fast players, he will get caught out like that.
Yeah,
and we don't, and like especially when we don't have fucking fast defenders to help cover for it. Like, if he loses the ball like that, God help if you think Kjaer's going to catch up with a striker.
Guys, get involved in the comments. Get your thoughts in on what you think. Also, I think generally what you think the Europa League is going to kind of filter out to be in the later stages, because I know we're only 8 minutes into this game, but I'd fancy us to kind of get to the semis. I think depending.
Rangers are ahead away at Benfica early on.
Wow,
which is I didn't have that.
I did want to get some discussion going. Go on.
Oh, he's actually won a good free kick there.
Giroud just did his old. Do you guys remember?
I'm not being horrible, but this is. I'm sorry, but this is the standard we're playing against here. I'm not to be horrible here.
Giroud is dribbling at 38.
Giroud's dribbling at the age of like 38. Like, nah.
It's like his goal against his goal. A goal. Oh, I don't know who it was against, but it was the Hazard Giroud connection where he does like that clumsy dribble and he does like 3-4. It was a bit of that, but obviously he's like 5 years older now, so hasn't got that agility anymore.
We just need to be.
What I wanted to get a discussion going in while Teo is standing over this free kick. Hopefully, I can get it in before he takes it. Let's see if we can get a goal here. How many of our players are being courted by big clubs? I'm talking obviously Mike, Teo, Leao, but Reijnders, Man United. There's a yeah. I've had a look. There's a lot of media about that. Obviously,
That's some shit. Who's made that up?
I don't know, but a lot of our players are being courted, and I want to know what you guys listen and think about that. Obviously, it's a compliment. Will we be able to keep them? Because the Cardinale has shown that he is willing to sell.
But it's an element of a ridiculous bid coming in, isn't it? And I think that's the thing. Let's watch this.
Frenzy. We tried to do it.
Yeah, and I think we can probably keep going over who do we think is going to get sold. I do honestly think that between Mike, it's quite interesting, because if you think about Teo, and I think Teo's got a really high market value, and I think there is appetite for a player like him from multiple clubs in Europe. But like, I don't personally think we get the bid that we will basically we just can't turn down. I just don't think we'll ever get an 80 to 100 mil bid, because I don't know what it is. I just think Europe doesn't see Teo Hernandez as for some reason like an elite left back, like one of the best in the world, which is crazy to think about. But like,
you reckon? Being in this country, people are waking up
being
now.
In this country, Loz, I don't know. I'm be quite honest about this.
Don't get me started on this, because I'll
like
for an hour.
When Premier League fans do they scream about Teo Hernandez? When
they don't. Like when they think Tarek Lamptey's better
when France were at the World Cup, weren't they pointing him out as a weakness? They were going, he can be got at. He's weak defensively.
Saka attack him and all that stuff. Yeah.
That was a good ball to the left wing, and he's just pulling that. So, like, do you know what I mean? So, like, he's almost seen immediately with a weakness in defending rather than what he brings in attack, which is what Europe, when I talk about Europe, I mean, like, Europe, not England, where the bid would come from, other than maybe Bayern Munich, which I don't think are going to make a bid that high. England, I don't think we'll get that bid from English side, which would make us think, oh my God, we can't turn this down, personally, because I just don't think, I think there's a market for Hernandez. I just don't think he gets the respect he deserves from the Premier League. And that's because there's an underlying thing with the fact, for some reason, they think he can't defend as well as some other left backs. But it's crazy to think about, because you think, oh, we can't defend as well as like Luke Shaw, or like people he gets compared to, like
100%
category. But like,
I think
even like Alphonso Davies doesn't defend that well.
No, Alphonso Davies is injury prone as well. Doesn't play full season, so you can't even compare. I think the problem for me, and this is a harsh word, and those listening, you might be like, "Oh, shut up," but genuinely, I believe this to my heart. It's bigotry. It's pure bigotry. The Premier League is the most competitive league. I appreciate that. Fully aware. But every single player that has a string of good games or plays for a decently big club, because it's the most followed league, is instantly the best player in that position, or straight away is argued that. And the disregard for top players in other teams, not necessarily just Milan. I'm talking about Leverkusen, for example, like Grimaldo. What a left back. There's no Premier League fan going, or very few going, "Oh yeah, Grimaldo's the player." Now I'd rather have Luke Shaw at a left back as an example. And it's just this lack of education and awareness of actually that there is football outside the Premier League. It is quite good. Is really, really boring. I find it so boring, in fact, that anytime that I mention it with my mates at home, obviously I'm a laughing stock because it's 10 against 1. But I just find it such a dull conversation because it's like, God, you only watch the Premier League and it's so clear. I could go on about that for a long time.
But like it's like even like Leao in the conversation, of where he's at, and I personally just don't think he's at a point where he can be compared to Mbappe or Vinicius Jr. yet. And that's me being very, very fair and very honest about where he's at in his career. I just don't think he's at their level yet, But I think he's at the level, he's just right behind them,
Yeah, he's better than Rashford, for example.
That's what I was going to come to. But then what you'll get is essentially, but he's at the same level as Rashford, or he's the same level as, like Martinelli. I'm like, you're fucking out of your mind. You're out of your mind if you think like he's the level above them. Like, but then this is the fickleness about it, and I think this is the thing. He's even had to get to a point where that's even at.
Oh my god! Slavia just had a. We're out here defending Milan, and Slavia are giving us a game at the San Siro.
I'm defending out.
That's so typical. I want to bring this point up as well. Sorry, Steph. This is also goes along. Football Drawn brings up a big point, and this is related to the England squad as well. 100%. Tomori is a fantastic defender. He won the league. He will not get a sniff. Branthwaite at Everton will get in ahead of him. Guehi will get in ahead of him. This guy's a league-winning team for a league that is known for its tactical astuteness. And what really annoys me is if Gareth Southgate goes, "Oh, well, I want Premier League players because the Prem's the best league in the world, and therefore if he's coming from Italian football, he won't really understand our tactics." If that's the case, and you take City and maybe Liverpool, but really City away from the equation, that doesn't really make sense because it's not like the Premier League teams dominating Europe. Case in point, Roma just smacking Brighton 4-0. Yeah. So I don't understand where the logic is, and I feel sorry massively.
It's a lack of respect, I think, for other leagues personally. It's a lack of respect for other leagues, and it's actually laziness, I think, from him and his scouting department. They just don't want to travel and do the scouting and do more than just watching a couple of games a year. Like he's like, "Oh, if they play a Premier League side, I go watch it in the Champions League." But then it's also quite funny when you think about if he wants to pick from the Premier League, and he thinks that Guehi from Crystal Palace or Branthwaite from Everton deserves a spot over Tomori. And let's just talk about like, okay, if you think he's good enough because the Premier League's just has got more talent than the Serie A, and then you want to justify that as the reason, those players aren't playing Champions League football. And they're never going to play Champions. They're never going to play Champions League football. It'll be different if they made a move to a top 6 club, and then let's talk about them playing against opposition. They've never played against Mbappe before. They've never played against like fucking Messi before. They never played against like
the players that they'll be playing against in the latter stages of the competition.
Exactly. So then he protects his ego in that aspect. And then it's almost as if like he's like, you know what, I'll just have them in the squad. But then is he even going to play them in those crunch games where he needs them? He's going to have to rely them against a France or wherever it might be. He's not, because he's like, you know what, deep down I know that you ain't good enough to play against an Mbappe. Rather than go, I've got a Tomori who's played against an Mbappe, and I'll rather have that in my squad and have that as an option, a viable option in a game where I feel like we're going to need talent and quality to be the cutting edge. He's fucking an idiot, and he'll get sacked if they don't win the Euros this summer anyway. So I don't give a shit.
Yeah, 100%. Of course he will.
But like,
just
it extends to like Loftus-Cheek as well. Like,
oh yeah, but Loftus, he deserves to be. He's the perfect sub for Bellingham, Loftus-Cheek, if they're going to play that.
England talent pool midfield is fantastic, by the way. I'm not going to sit here and go Loftus-Cheek's a shoe-in for a spot.
No, he's not a starter.
Like,
he's a sub.
He's not even going to be acknowledged for a spot, even how decent of a season he's had.
Bear in mind, also what makes it worse with Loftus-Cheek is he was actually a player that was for a time well integrated into the England squad, unlike Tomori. But he's not going to get it back in because. You're quite right.
He had more chances in Southgate's mind on the fringes in the Chelsea squad at a right wing back position than he does being a starter at Milan in his natural position. That's how fucked up it is. That's how fucked up it is. And that Chelsea side can be 10th place in the league, and he could be like getting 20 minutes a game, and he'll still get called up. He can get 90 minutes a game at Milan, who were in the top 4, playing in the Champions League. And now in the Europa League and scoring goals in his natural position. And he's like, nah, I'll just ignore him. It's like, he's a fucking moron. Anyway, this ain't talking about South.
So bring it back. I can talk. We can bring this back up because I've still got ammunition. Bring it back to this game. I'll be honest. Slavia are kind of giving us a bit of a run for their money. They are, as I expect, and I think the same, Steph. They're running a lot. They're pressing us quite hard. And they've put our back line under a bit of pressure. We've also not been able to have that cutting edge that we often lack, to be honest, as well. But obviously it's an open game. It's not even 20 minutes in, but Slavia definitely, when they get the ball, they want to attack as quickly as possible and put our centre-backs under pressure, which isn't ideal for our current defensive form, I would say.
We're just playing like shit. I'm sorry, but I'm going to call it out for what it is. We're playing like shit. It's all these passes. It's all these passes around the back line. I've never seen Kier get this much of the ball. But it's like, here we go. They're in the middle of the pitch. What they do? No, I'm not going to make a progressive pass. No, I'm going to play it back to Reijnders, then back to Gabbia. And it's like, and now they try this long ball. I've seen this long ball how many fucking times now? When Giroud took him down quite well. But
what
is this what we have to resort to now?
I know, against Slavia.
And it
what annoys me
for
me, this is a tactical thing. This is where Pioli's not going to win the Europa League, and it's not because the squad's not good enough. I think we have a good enough squad. That is a prerequisite. I really do believe that. We are tactically limited. The only way we can win the Europa League, and I mean this legitimately, is if we only get a hard team, and I'm talking a Liverpool or Leverkusen, in the final. Because in a one-off game with individual performances, we could somehow pull off a win. But in a two-legged tie, a quarterfinal or a semi-final, Pioli will be found out. Guaranteed will be found out. So
it's just these games where, like, look, they've got 10 men behind the ball. Yeah, it is what it is. You would have known this as the known quantity. But here we are. The centre backs are going to have more touches on the ball, as in our centre backs are going to have more touches on the ball than anyone else in this game because Tails just lost the ball stupidly. Because they are just going to have to recycle possession until they find an opening, and that is just the nature of it. But this is how we like. Is this all we can come up with? That we pass it around the back line, and then his idea to play 5 at the front in the front line to basically to push them back as far as possible to create more space for the midfield. That's Pioli's tactic here, by the way. Yeah, and then he's then looking for the midfielders, so the Adleys and the Reijnders, in between to connect those dots with the defenders. But the problem is they're not going to create the space or have the awareness to beat a man. So all you're doing is passing the ball around bit to bit and hoping for something to open up, which isn't going to open up, and then eventually it's a long ball.
No, so and also it's not going to be a game where we're currently set up to win 3 or 4-0. We'll get maybe 1 or 2 at best, and it's like
I think the game plan is basically hopefully they get bored of sitting so deep that they eventually start committing, and then we catch them out in transition. We can score. We got to be crucial with the goal, score a goal, and then they might then be thinking. They might then not overcommit, but start to commit numbers forward. We can only score against teams that give us space. It's the fucking fact of the matter. Because we can't score from set pieces, we can't score from free kicks, and we can't break down play, when defenders are just sitting too deep. We just can't score in those moments. We can only score if the defense that we're playing against is just, bold enough to say, let's play ball. But this is why Pioli's a fucking just predictable.
He's limited. He's very, very predictable. Yeah.
And then, they've had so many
they've had more chances. Half chances,
yeah. But the ball's getting to them in the area where, like, to us, with more quality, they're getting a shot on target.
Like football drawn, we covered this. Sorry, Steph.
Yeah,
I know. I agree. I know you're going to say, and I can't wait for him to be gone either.
Yeah, can't wait.
No, I was just saying we covered this football drawing. You're quite right. There was a narrative, like, it wasn't just Brighton, it was West Ham, all these Prem teams that they thought they could run La Liga or Serie A. But here we go. Pioli out, Emma. Yeah, respect. We're on that Pioli out train. It's not even Pioli out. It's just like he's run his course, right? That's it. He's not going to get any further. He's not going to suddenly become a Spalletti, I think, who is a really good manager that, was at Napoli. But I think Spalletti could win the league with a different top side in Serie A. Pioli's not going to do that.
I know you hated it, and you didn't like Diaz. You didn't like the deal about Diaz.
No, Diaz is quality. He is.
But these games is really where we need Diaz. These games here, when you're asking someone to collect the ball and as a midfielder to do more than just recycle possession, you need someone who's been to be willing with a technical ability to, shimmy past their marker, and then you're then creating space because then you're asking questions about the defenders and the midfielders. Diaz, for all his faults against like a shoo-in DM who might bully him, in these games here, he is the difference maker on who's someone who can get the ball, and in these pockets of space in the final thirds where there's a lot of numbers around, he can just ask those questions.
He's incisive,
but he's not going to just do the boring thing and just recycle the ball back around. And you need that. You need to be willing to go, like a Leao. Yes, you might get it wrong one time out of two, but when you get it right, it's creating those chances. And if you get it wrong, then we'll just counter press and get the ball back. And I think without Diaz, Pioli is suffering this season because of that, and it's because of those games where the
he can't keep relying on the individuals, especially individual 21-year-old Brahim Diaz. I'm not disagree with you. It's nuts.
Pioli's he has one way of playing, and he's been given this different set of talent, and he's I don't know I can't piece this together in a way that's effective. And we can sit here and go, points and we're top four, but the way we've been playing football has been shit. And this is the problem. It's just he gets a talent pool and he's still trying to figure it out.
Well, think how quickly the 4-3-3 lasted. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and we've got 4-2-3-1.
It's 4-2-3-1. This is the only formation Pioli knows how to play tactically. That's it, and it's limited. Leao has the potential
to be surely. Free kick, get your fucking book
level.
Oh, red card.
Red card. Oh,
is that a red card?
Red card for Diouf. He's their striker. He's their striker.
So Andy slipped the ball through to Pulisic, and he's clearly fouled him. He must have gone studs on. He must have gone studs in on Pulisic, who's still down and looks like he's in agony. Oh, he did claw him bad.
Oh yeah, he did attack Pulisic.
Oh yeah.
So that's a red card for Slavia's number 12 up front, Diouf. So that's a massive advantage for us. Carson
he got him. He gets him high and he drags down.
Yeah. And Leao is clear of Marcelli and Rashford, 100%.
Fucking A.
So I'm just gonna go through a few comments.
That is Pulisic, man. He is drawing those reds. You know what I mean?
He's a foul magnet.
He is a red magnet. Roxanne, you didn't have to put on the red light. Bloody hell.
Steve Wells, they have carved us open, but hopefully that is now going to change because they're probably their most dangerous looking strikers off. Southgate only travels abroad to watch Jordan Henderson at Ajax. Yes, he does because he bums Henderson. 100%. Slavia dominating. They were. Hopefully not now, David. Sharpshooter, he's back. Your Canadian brother's back.
Yeah, buddy.
Come in.
Yeah, buddy. Sharpshooter.
Not a red card. Doesn't matter.
Well,
we're here for
it was, and it is.
We
love a red card. We love a red card. We don't get penalties. We get red cards the other team.
We get reds, bro.
This is you know what, man? We have to fucking kill these lot now. but they'll just box each other. They'll box him. So, but I'm laughing because you got Kier. I think Kier's talking to Taylor. He must be talking to him about where he wants the free kick to go. But a bit of me thought you had Kier and Taylor lining up for who's going to take the free kick, but like laughing about it. These are options, seriously. But no, Hernandez looks like he's going to take this one out. But it's quite far out.
I'd love.
Nah.
Ref says Pioli, yeah, potentially, and 100% sharpshooter. He stamped and clamped, like Steph said. It was not a good challenge. What do you think of our right back position? Is it? Kier would have scored that, I think. If he'd got his head on it. Is he good enough? No. Good player. I like it. Solid player, but definitely an upgrade. Upgradable position, 100%.
Yeah. This is one where is it the immediate priority to get a right back? No. But I like to see what the formation. What's the formation next year? I think this is the thing that I need to see. Who's the coach? What's the formation? And I don't know. I'm not saying if it's
Pioli's face. Sorry, I'm just sick of. I'm sick of.
Oh no! He's going. I think the words. Oh, Mike clawed that one really well.
Oh my God, Mike!
I mean, he's holding his knee, but I think he's just kind of covering himself a little bit here.
Isn't it crazy? Sorry, this is a random point, but this is the first season, touch wood, that Mike's not had a long injury for us, and it's the worst season he's had.
Gabby's down as well, but I don't see why he's injured. They must have just brushed each other. No, they've just brushed each other. It's not
game. Is that true? Pen since the Bologna game, Steph?
Oh, when we missed 2?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, because there was all this talk about who's going to take penalties now, because didn't Giroud and Hernandez both miss the penalties in that game?
Something
like that. And then it was like everyone's like, oh, then Pioli said something like, I might just let Leao take it next, or something like that. It was a bit. I think he was getting a lot of heat than why Leao wasn't taking them, or someone else wasn't taking them. But then he was just like, we're going to practice penalties in training, and someone else might take them now, or something like that. And I think we haven't had a penalty since to put that into practice. I guarantee it will be Giroud next time we get a penalty, because nothing's going to fucking change, and it will still be that flat-footed penalty, which would probably go in, but then that's what it is. That's what it is. I think if Okafor was playing as a starter, I think he would take penalties. I think he's got good technical striking ability. But what it is that Pulisic just he's a bit too soft with his shooting. And I don't think Leao, for some reason, just doesn't have, I don't know, a natural.
Pulisic is as much of a heavyweight as Jake Paul is. That's what I say.
Leao
Manietti, Cartellino rosso giusto, chi dà allo stadio sembra netto. Yeah, I mean 100%. You can definitely, that was clearly a red, and you could see it from outside the stadium. You're quite right. Sorry, Stan.
No, it was a fucking spot. It was a.
Who's your dream replacement for Pioli? Okay, who is our dream replacement for Pioli? Actually, it's a very good question.
Dream,
genuinely, genuinely, okay. Forget your Guardiolas and your Klopps, because that's just not going to happen. I mean, gettable dream, I think, is probably what Carson is talking about.
Okay. I go Motta.
Really?
Yeah.
You really think he's the real deal? I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I think so. I was Motta the coach at Spezia?
Yeah.
And
he was.
And he came with reputation. I swear he played a formation at Spezia where it was
that's our first shot on target, by the way.
Played with a back 2 at Spezia, or something like that. Motta played some really weird formation which on paper looked like a back 3, but it actually turned into I don't know. It was a really weird one. It was, and he got a lot of praise about his tactical nous. I'm pretty sure that was him at Spezia.
He's clearly talented. I I don't like the ex-Inter thing. I know, obviously, the rivalry between Milan and Inter is more of that cousin relationship. But I think over the last few years, it has evolved into a bit more of a visceral one because obviously they're a bit better than us at the moment, and we don't want that. And their trophy cabinet is growing while ours hasn't for a while, and they're catching us up. I don't like the fact that he was an ex-Inter player. I don't dispute that he is a really exciting upcoming manager, but I don't think he's my first choice. I like his tactics, though. I'm just thinking that's that. I don't rate. I would love De Zerbi, but I don't actually think he's that good, and I think he's being found out this season.
I think I was sold on Conte mid-season, because everyone was saying about what's he going to do to the team, and I thought Conte's just got the presence to just deal with that. But if we're talking about starting from scratch in the summer, and really putting their stamp on the team and getting us, for me, playing good football, and that's what I care about, good football, and not football that's like suicidal football, by the way, which is what I think we'll probably get with De Zerbi, but I think.
He
scored.
Hey! 1-0. Giroud.
Was he offside there? I mean, if not, then that defending is horrible.
That defender is keeping him well on. Giroud has just banged in a header from, was it a Teo cross or Florenzi cross?
No, Leao.
Leao cross. Oh, my bad.
Let's watch this replay, though. I mean, easier header as you can get.
Really deep cross by Leao.
Miles.
What is that defender doing? Yeah, easy goal. Yeah, really deep cross by Leao. I mean, against a proper team, I'm sorry, that's probably not going to be a goal, but that defender switches off completely. But it doesn't matter.
This is what I mean. I think it gets a bit of a clip off the defender anyway, but the cross. But this is what I mean, man. Like talent-wise, we just got to be fucking crushing them. Got to be crushing 100%. Them.
How many long balls? You're iron cut. You're quite right.
But
too many.
I think we have to have respect on what Motto's doing with Bologna. Personally, he's doing an incredible job with Bologna. Because this is the thing as well. Like De Zerbi's doing a really good job with Brighton in a way, in a tough league. But that will do.
Block.
Fucking hell, that will do. De Zerbi's doing a good job with Brighton, and you've got to think Brighton's model is to sell players and stuff like that. Like, really good job. And I will never fault that. And I will never fault the way he plays football, which is very entertaining. But it is kind of like he lives and dies by that tactic.
Yeah, by that.
Whereas I want someone who can play good football with a sense of, adapt, and also in a sense of like tactical, like now to be like, there are games where we can be suicidal and like, attack. And there's going to be games where we're going to have to rein it in a little bit, but play to our strengths. And I don't know, they just fucking equalised.
Oh my God, they scored. What a goal. Sorry to just cut you off. So Slavia has just scored an absolute banger volley. I'm sorry as well. Mike's caught napping for me here. He is not quick to react. It's a decent volley. Because he gets a touch to it. No, it is a good goal, but look.
No, he's not napping. He's trying to look. You watch the replay. He's trying to like go through so many bodies there.
What a finish!
That's just
so they've just scored an absolute golazo. Who was it? Was it Chittle? Was it Chittle?
The fucking shot weren't Chittle. I'll tell you that. I don't know who it was, but that's a banger. Dodera, number 21 or 31.
I think he's a 21. Defender.
He's got 3 goals in 7 matches, so he's got good.
Fair fucks! What a finish!
I think he's like a winger.
Oh my God! It's 10 men Slavia. It's 1-1. What the fuck is going on?
I mean, to be honest.
This club, man.
Shit half. Other than that, they've got 10 men. This is a wake up call for like Pioli at half time. And this team,
honestly, Pioli needs to get like. I'm going to go through some comments. What about Sarri? I think he's been terrible. Yeah, Maurizio Sarri is a no. Does play good football, but
you know what it is, Sarri, and it's the ego. He's got too many excuses all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to coach you. I'm worried about getting sent off every fucking game. Like, that's ridiculous.
Sarri's a no.
Not a chance. He like
assist again from the guy who doesn't score. Sorry, mate. Leao Giroud goal stats are keeping us relevant. Yeah, I mean, the Leao hate this season is unwarranted, definitely.
And this is the thing, like, so back to Motta, and why I want Motta is, like, if you look at the Bologna side, committing a foul, like a clown.
We are really piss poor tonight. This is a 10-man Slavia, guys. 10 man.
I think at half time, I think he's got to take Kjaer off or Gabbia off, one of the two. Like, we need, like, where's the fucking speed? If we're going to be pressing higher because we've got the man advantage, play with some fucking speed. Like,
tonight has shown me we are not winning the Europa League.
No, there's a version of this game that, and I don't believe in Pioli, but there's a version of this game, that we can wake up at half time and we can win this 4-1 personally, But it's like, let's see the right subs at half time. Like,
I don't see it.
There's no point of having Kjaer on the pitch. There's no point of having Kjaer on the pitch now.
It's just it's the tactics. I don't understand how we can beat any decent team in over 2 legs. I don't see it, because it's not like Pioli's going to set up one way one game and another way. He's not. He isn't. He'll interchange the midfield between Benacer, Adley, Reijnders, maybe move Loftus-Cheek into, maybe play a 4-3-3, but it will turn into a 4-2-3-1 in 45 minutes. He doesn't know how to play any other way.
You know what he's going to do at half time, And to be honest, like, I fully expect it, and I fully want it, to be honest, is he, at half time, if this is 1-1, will throw on Okafor for a midfielder. And rightfully so, he should, because it's like we're a man up, and I think we just need to be cutthroat. We need bodies in the box who are going to put chances away.
I don't want to hear any of this bollocks. If this ends anything other than we win by 2 goals, so I don't want to hear a 2-1. I don't want to hear afterwards Pioli or any of the players saying, "Oh yeah, they're a really tough side." No, you're playing against 10 men. 11 men, fair enough. We're playing against 10 men, guys. We've got more than 45 minutes of football. We've got about 55 minutes if you add a time.
Oh, yeah, with a nice header.
I'm just fed up.
Well,
Conte is my guy for this team next season. I respect Pioli, but his time with us is... Yeah, we went. Conte, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I'm a bit like you, Steph. Like, I think about it, it's good one day, and then the next day I think it's not a sustainable solution.
Corner. Yeah. Fucking wake up, Hernandez, man. He's like pulling up his sock while Pulisic is on the ball, like 5 meters away from him. Like, you fucking clown. Go on, Reijnders, no. Oh. Loftus. Ball bouncing out into the corner.
Last season's Manyan could get it. Well, that's what I mean, Juan. Well, that's how I felt. I felt it was an amazing shot. Let's not get it twisted. Like, sharpshooter, you're quite right. Like, what a goal. But I do think, like, Manyan's either lost a step or he's lost a bit of reaction or something. He's not quite the same.
It's never going to be the same since, like, Dida stopped being the goalkeeping coach. And not a lot of people put respect on that season when we won the league. Yeah, Dida was, as goalkeeping coach, brought a lot in for Mike to transition himself to be who he was, and even take us. And like, Mike was a really good keeper. Yeah. Oh, really good save there from their keeper.
What a save! Their keeper, unbelievable save from a Gabbia header. Gabbia, wow.
Yeah, we'll come back to Mike.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, Steph. I hadn't even thought about
Come on,
Mike.
let's try to get something. Yeah. Another corner, fucking hell. You got a bet on corners tonight. You're doing well. And I think that version of Mike was like incredible. And Mike was, I followed him a bit at Lille. He was an excellent keeper. But that season, that Scudetto season, is something that just clicked for him on the shot saving, the awareness. Like, he was just on another level of confidence. Like,
Teo's been shit.
he's been shit. Anything, isn't it? Yeah.
Teo's been
Reijnders,
really.
do. I mean,
You bastard!
Nah, he gets away with that one. But Jesus Christ, I mean,
Reijnders is also. What's happened to Reijnders, man? What?
you're talking about
He's
him getting
so
fucking pitched from Man
average
United.
now.
Like, what are you on about? You're like, oh, fucking Man United are after him.
Mate, they can help. No, seriously.
Ciao for 50 mil.
Yeah.
What's the
Bayern want
compromise?
Chow, then he became dog shit, and now it's like Man United want Reijnders. He's the next one.
Go on, Theo. Come on. Go right, quicker. Die. Pulisic on the right side. Overrun.
Nonso, I don't understand his Motta vibe. He reminds me a lot of Gasperini. I think the jump from Bologna to Milan is too high. I would rather keep Pioli for Motta. Oh my god. Nonso, we're not keeping Pioli. I'm sorry. Like there's no other level. Pioli is a top 4 just with Milan. And I mean just at this point, because the other teams around him, if Roma's isn't a fluke, for example, are getting stronger. Bologna, we don't know what's going to happen with Bologna. They probably will get picked apart, but if they don't, and Motta somehow stayed, Pioli's limited. He really is. He cannot be here next season. 100%. Get Benacer on. I hope Benacer comes on. Actually, I hope Benacer comes on. Off Renzi. I reckon he's in a good ball here. Oh, went short.
What a goal! Reijnders, fantastic goal.
Let's slag him off more. It's worked. Florenzi just
from outside
to
Reijnders.
Yeah, Reijnders just took a pop outside the box near post, and it was too good for the keeper.
It's a Milan fan like going like that to the Slavia fans. It's like, come on, man, it's not that deep. It's not that deep, man.
Yeah,
Quick.
and it's Slavia. Like, come on, respect.
Florenzi might just get the assist for that. Florenzi just might get the assist for that.
No, that was a really good shot by Reijnders, near post.
Really good shot, really good goal.
A new coach
comes right before the keeper as well. TG, man.
If there are still purely defenders, let them be there. There is no need to argue anymore. Very, very stoic response. I like that. Mm-hmm. I think Conte wants Juve anyway. Wouldn't be surprised. He's flirting with a lot of clubs.
Yeah.
He would go to Inter if it wasn't for the fact that Inzaghi is obviously going to be there for a little bit longer, because Inzaghi's evidence of the coach who has actually been able to evolve, unlike Pioli.
Oh, got Rafa.
Got Rafa. Oh, he's unselfish. He's too unselfish. Leao, you need to
be left foot in though, now. He ain't got left foot in him.
No, but
you know what? That is a couple of inches ahead of Giroud. It's the right ball. 2 minutes stoppage time. Corner again. Florenzi getting deja vu. I think he ain't going to go short to Reijnders this time.
Yeah, imagine.
No. Goes for the cross. Oh, goal. Loftus-Cheek.
Hey, 3-1. Lovely. Ruben. Signing of the summer.
I told you. Fucking goals.
Big man Rubes. Yeah, we love that.
What a goal. And we're actually scoring headers out here tonight, which is crazy.
But Steph, let's not get it twisted. You might have been right about the number of goals. They are 10 men, Slavia. I can't get that.
Oh, yeah.
It's 10 men.
This is what I mean. Like Ollie's just put in the chat as well. We got to murder these lot 6-1. 100%. We need to make this away leg a fucking formality. Like a non like they might not even
non-starter.
Yeah, non-issue, non-starter. They didn't show up for the game. Like we might as well play like fucking me up front with my one function in fucking ACL.
Play Simic up front. Fucking Ziroli, Kamada, get him in. You know?
And it's like I don't want to see the shit from Pioli where he's just like, oh, let's pity them. Like, no, fuck that, man. Cutthroat. Make a statement in this competition where everyone's like, Milan are here.
This is something, Steph, 100%. I don't think this is why I think a Conte from a mentality perspective would be amazing, because I think Ibra sees it. We're too nice. You know, a few games, I can't remember, you're better at remembering the specific games, but a few games where, you know, a player's gone down, not touching their head, and we're fucking kicking out our play. No, stop that. Like, get that. Unless it's a head injury, keep playing football.
Yeah.
Keep playing football.
Oh, Adley.
Oh, Adley.
What are we doing? What are we doing with the fucking ball? How are we in this position? Get to clear the fucking lines.
We're
Clear the lines and go again.
We're winning 3-1, but against 10 men. We're still crap. We're actually crap. Let's not get it twisted. We're winning 3-1, but we're crap.
A couple of things, and we'll have a half time to talk about it. But Florenzi's second assist of the game, so good man, Florenzi, right back of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, what way to end the half?
Half time.
What way to end the half? And I think 100% on the cutthroat point. And there's two games where I think this season where it was a Salernitana game where when Tomori went down for injury and then they carried on and scored from that same move from a crazy goal from Candreva. But Mike was an absolute fucking idiot at the near post anyway. But like shows you what a team should do in that moment. And the typical Milan would be like, yeah, let's roll and put it out of play. And the first time I ever see us not do that was that fucking against Lazio on the weekend when Pulisic was like, he didn't see that. I guarantee you, if Pulisic saw their player go down, well, he would have not carried on. But he played on, and that's what we should do. Play to the fucking whistle and be cutthroat. And everyone's talking about Pulisic being unsportsman. I don't give a fucking damn, because that was the moment that won that game. It was the moment 100%. That won that game. They went down to 10 men. But yeah, that's more stuff I want to see. Just cutthroat stuff. And like tonight, like no fucking about. If we ever play on the yellow card, like Florenzi, we might as well sub him off now. Sub him off and like get Calabria on or get fucking Moose. I don't give a shit who wants to throw on. Don't even risk the chance of going 10d10 and just kill them with the starters. Like just
let's see what
even if you chucked off Loftus-Cheek on the 65th minute and you threw on Okafor, don't throw on fucking Musa for Loftus-Cheek. Throw on Okafor for Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah, 100%.
Like fucking just kill them. Don't throw Pulisic off for Calabria. Like, you know, the substitutions he usually does where he's just so pissy with it. Like, no, throw on Chukwueze and get their confidence up. It's 10v11. We're 3-1 up. Kill them. Don't be like, nah, let's just play the ball back.
100%.
Fuck all that, man. I want to see Jovic. I want to see Chukwueze. I want to see Okafor. I want to see attackers coming on. Those are the subs I want to see come on. Tomori for Kier is the only exception, because if he wants legs to press high and box them in even further, do that. But not like fucking Terracciano or like Hernandez. Nothing like that.
No, I don't want to see that either. I completely agree. This
ain't the game. This ain't the game for youngsters to come on. Not to be horrible. This is the game.
Subbed on. No, go on. My internet went off. Go ahead.
Oh, it's cool. I say this ain't the game for youngsters to come on. This is the game to kill them and then play the fucking youngsters away from home. Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, this could be as little as 6-1 tonight. If we just keep the starters on, kill them off, and then you can start Terracciano away from home. And then you can start, I mean, there's not many youngsters on the bench anyway, but like, just fucking kill them. I just want to see like a 6-1 or some heavy win. Anyway, what were you going to say?
We need it. Yoli, I was going to say that this is how dumb Pioli is. I know for a fact that if Pobega was fit, he'd be subbed on a half.
Oh yeah, he'd be coming.
That's Pioli's logic. He goes, he'd be coming on. We need a big guy to control. I know this is a hypothetical, so it's whatever. But you're 100% right, Steph. We need to be killers. Who gives a fuck? They got a red card. Kill them. Kill them. Come on. Ryder brother. Look, thank you guys for all the comments, by the way. Keep them coming in. We'll try and get through them before the second half starts. Ryder Brother says that he really likes Thiago Motta's style from free-flowing passing, off the ball movements, absolutely different at the back. Something Milan is lacking dearly. 100%. The thing about Bologna that is the most stark. Forget individual brilliance of Xerxes. They score goals in different ways. They play football in different passages, and that's really, really, really nice to see. And that's the main reason that I think Motta's quite attractive, not just from a Milan perspective, but throughout Europe. Very exciting coach. Bismarcky, when you think about it, this season, the season we win the Scudetto, we won the Scudetto, especially the last 8 games or so. We only won those games because of individual brilliance. Yeah. I mean, I think that has been Pioli's. I think it's hard to think back on that in a way. We were brilliant in the last sort of 10 games.
I can think back like frequently on that.
I don't think all of them were.
I think my thing's lagging a little bit to catch up with you, but like I can think back quite.
Yeah, I think.
I think we like individual brilliance. Yeah, you do need that to win your games, but like we were so solid in defense, and that's where the team element comes in, and it allowed us to win games with individual brilliance, and that's the nature of it. We made up for being such a shrewd defensive side, and then allowing like Leao to kind of let his quality show. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's a few comments coming in, which, I mean, we both agree with. I think, I'm not speaking for you, but I'm sure you're going to agree with what I'm about to say. Like, we need to be winning by 2 goals. Sharpshooter, 100%. 5-1 and we're safe. I get what you're saying. Obviously, we're not going to. It's more the fact that this is 10-man Slavia, like you said, Bismarcky, in the San Siro.
We're at home.
If they score another goal, I don't care. Win. Like, I don't care if they score another goal and we win and we go. I don't give a shit. This needs to be another 2 or 3 goals. There's just no other excuse for it. It's a Czech side against Milan in the San Siro, and they're a man down. Yeah. Let's hope we can put it to bed so we can rotate this and stop the bleeding in the league. Yeah. Ibra looks pissed in the stands. Yeah, he does. And I think he's got every right to be honest with you. I don't think the man liked Pioli. I didn't get all the whole thing about the handshake bullshit. I don't know if you saw that, Steph, but there was nothing in there for me.
No.
But I don't think he has I think he has respect for Pioli, but I think that's about it. Love or adoration for him.
Yeah.
Hopefully he has enough influence to get Pioli out and bring in a good manager, 100%.
Yeah. I think Ibra looks at Pioli,
If Liverpool,
I think he looks at
can win the Carabao Cup with shame they're in the Europa League team, but hey ho.
I was going to say, I think Ibra looks at Pioli, and I think he goes, this game didn't need to be as hard as it was, and that's how I think Ibra looks at Pioli. I think he looks at him and goes, like, yeah, you're getting through it through the talent that was brought into you by management, but I don't think he looks at them and he looks at Pioli and goes, you're managing them as best as you could, or best as someone else could do. And I think that's how Ibra looks at him. He kind of goes, you've got a lot of talent here, and you're not getting enough out of them to dominate games without, you need, let's be honest here, 11v11.
Yeah.
We ain't winning 3-1 at half time, but we should be 3-0 up or something like that. We should be dominating this game, but we weren't. And it took a red card to be the difference. So that's how I think Ibra looks at him and goes, you know what? It is what it is to the end of the season. But to be honest, you ain't going to be here come the summer. So I think he's helped Jerry make his mind up on Pioli. And that's why I think he'll be Motta, because I think Ibra loves Motta in many ways, by the way. But I think he looks at what he's doing at Bologna, and he looks at someone who's getting a lot out of a squad who was not expected to get a top 4 finish, and that's why we should put respect on what.
But he can see. I guess he can see the Motta 100%. I think he can also see. You made a really good point that not only of what he's doing with the kids, but he can see Motta taking a team that's level or two ahead of Bologna and taken even further, which Pioli couldn't do. Make them killers, which is what they need to be. None of our players are killers, by the way.
This is the thing as well. Like
to have
with
unfortunately,
Motta,
I need to admit that.
With Motta, it's like
they do.
Everyone's like, oh, he's not coached a big club or that. Like, it's either you get a top coach who has coached a top club, who that option right now only seems to be Conte, which we don't all love his style of football, or you're going to have to roll the dice on a coach who hasn't had a top club and take that risk if you think he's ready for the step up. So Motta's in the same scenario as De Zerbi is, by the way, and let's be serious about that. Yes, he's younger, but the pedigree of coaching at the highest level is the exact same thing. It's like they both coached in top, in the top leagues. They haven't won anything, so it's kind of like what's the measurement of comparison? That De Zerbi's had a few more kind of like shitter coaching roles with other clubs, or that Motta's doing really well. He did okay with Spezia. Played some interesting football with a very weak squad, and he's doing remarkably good with Bologna. So then, if that's the measuring stick of a coach so far, I'm willing to take the punt that I think we're going to get at him at the right time before he makes a move to a Roma, someone like that, and then his profile gets higher. I think we can support him with Ibra at the helm to give him the squad he's after, to get the best even more out of Leao. Maybe even to seduce the likes of Xerxes to come. Who's the defender that they've got that we were going to go for, like Calafiori or Caldafiori, whatever his name is. Like we were going to get him on a
Calafiori, and they got Ferguson as well.
Yeah, so like he's getting a lot out of these players who have not, and this is, it reminded me of Pioli what he used to be, and somewhere along the way after the Scudetto, Pioli's just not been able to keep his head above water when talent has now been given to him, and it's just gone. The moment's gone. So I don't know. Maybe Motta walking into a situation where he's got talent immediately, and can still also has the mindset to get the best out of weaker players. I want to take a punt that I think that's a good move for us. Good move. Knows the league. He'd have the backing of management. I need to see a coach come in who's going to get more out of Leao, who's going to get more out of Reijnders, out of Chow, whoever it might be. I just think we're at a passing with Pioli, but give me someone who's going to be smart with his tactics, but also show us some football that we're happy to watch. And he's done quite well with Motta, with Xerxes, everyone talks of him being a luxury player. And he's fitted Xerxes into a side where Bologna play quite sacrificial football, where they're not the favourites in every game. So I don't know, can he rub some of that off on Leao and get him to play more of a team player? I'm not too sure, but this can't this. I think we just can't continue to keep seeing the same tactic with Pioli, where it's just, if he ain't working with Rafa, then we're fucked. And my fear is 100%. That the day Rafa ever leaves, he ain't got a single game plan in him that's going to help us be favourites in games or even get to the finish.
If Rafa leaves before Pioli, I might as well start supporting Bologna. I'm obviously not, but you get what I'm trying to say. That would be the biggest mistake this club's made in a long time. Not just because of letting Leao leave. That's not what I'm saying. We get a big fee for it. I'm just saying Pioli cannot outlive any of our stars at all. It cannot happen. It's not about being safe in Europa. It's about making a statement and getting the morale up. 100%, Carson. That's what we're saying. We need to be smacking them. Second half, we need to go guns blazing. Guns blazing. I want Pulisic to start scoring or assisting. I mean, he's done pretty well, but fair enough.
I mean, he's got enough stats in him.
Motta is great, but this team needs an experienced coach.
No,
it's difficult. I don't know. Motta is a risk, but Hassan, our coach, has never had the know-how. The year we won it was because of the people like Ibra. Yeah, 100%. There's no way there's no way in hell we're winning the Scudetto without Ibra. We know that 100%. Do you feel either De Zerbi or Motta could take us to a Scudetto next season? That's a really good question. Unfortunately, Inter are a very good side. I've had to concede that. And Inzaghi has clearly become, in my view, the best manager in the league. And even if they have to settle their debts for that year and be okay, and their free transfers because of Marotta are unbelievable. So, do I think that we're going to be better than Inter straight away next season? I don't think so. No. I think Inter are actually a very who could probably win not just this season's Scudetto, but potentially a couple more along the way, which is obviously not what we want to hear as Milan, but a cycle of dominance in the league. To be honest,
I've got a bit on that, but it's
so I don't know. It depends if we can beat Inter, basically.
Couple of subs, halftime just started.
We would need a better tactical coach. Yeah, go on. Yeah, second half started.
Yeah, so we've got
back up.
Tomori on for Gabbia, and Calabria's come on for Florenzi. So it's kind of what I predicted, getting the player who's booked off, and Tomori for the high press. So
Tomori's in.
Yeah,
love that. Yes, Leo. Tomori, right, big up.
Right subs.
Yeah, you were right. You called the subs.
Yeah. So I guess it's just got to be more of the same that we saw at the end of the first half, and a good start. Calabria on the right side.
Not on the same wavelength there. In that sense, it doesn't make sense to sell our soul and go for Conte. Does it make sense? Or do we lean towards the long game? I'm not a Conte fan, don't like his play style, but may help challenge. Well, yeah, that's what I was saying about the Inter dominance. Like, we can talk about that maybe another time in more detail, because it is a big topic. Matt's lovely to see you. We need to be more compact in defence, 100%. We're so open. The Czechs could just go through our midfield like a knife and butter. Yeah. Look, they're 10 men in the San Siro. I can't say it enough. It's annoying. You know, if we're not having 70% possession this half and we're not scoring 1 or 2 goals, I'm not happy. I don't care that we're winning this game. It's just not good enough. It really is. 11 men, fine. We would, like Steph, like you're saying, I don't even know if we'd win this game or just sneak past it against 11 men.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, from what it looks like it started off for so far. I mean, it looks like the Prague coach has just basically told the team. I think we just hit them quick fire. There's 2 goals. He's like saying, like, you know, this could get out of hand if we continue to kind of like push. So I'll be shocked if they're probably just they're gonna sit in and just try to keep it as a 3-1. I think they're just going to sit in and keep it as a 3-1. The cat's come out.
Oh, mate, he's farted. Don't listen to what people say. Cats fart too. Reijnders getting nudged off the ball. Lad, that smells. Does your dog fart bad?
Of course he farts.
I didn't know, like, fucking hell.
Everything farts. You fart.
No, I don't.
Fucking hell.
I don't fart.
What
are you talking about?
You got my dog farted very badly before. After dinner.
Now that you mentioned it, my dog does fart, you know.
Good to see Tomori back. Yeah, 100%. Getting back into that starting 11. It's about time. There we go. Pulisic driving in. Come on. Switch it quicker. Rafa, come on. Die.
Go on.
But
have a shot. Oh. That would have been lovely. Why didn't he square it to Pulisic? I don't know. He should have.
Who? Where?
Hang on, Pulisic. Yeah, I don't actually see that.
Nah, man.
What, back in the... That's a FIFA goal, that, if we're talking about. He was right to
He's
have
got
a
to
shot.
have some pinpoint precision, man. That's
That's a double tap square on FIFA.
Yeah, no, that was a right
Cats do
shot.
fart, and sometimes it's brutal. Yeah, Merlin did let one off.
Yeah.
Sharpshooters, dogs, farts, silent but deadly. That's where we're at with this conversation now. No football. It's dog and cat farts. Rafa is not smiling today. No, he didn't see that goal. Good boy.
Rafa, die. Come on. Pulisic, come on, shoot. Oh,
Shot.
Like there, man. Like you want him to get a cut back to that. He can't even like take a man on and get a shot. Come on, Pulisic, man. Be better than that.
It's Arsenal. It's like the saying Arsenal. They want to pass it in the back of the net. That's what we're doing. Just take some shots for fuck's sake.
We know Pulisic can beat a man like off the dribble. It's not that, and this is Slavia, man. Just take it on your right and fucking drill it, man. He's like, okay, back on, Abby. Good pressing so far, I've got to say.
Yeah,
good
we have.
pressing.
I've got Pulisic. Oh my god, Giroud, that one. Rafa got an assist. I'm sure he's smiling. Rafa's always smiling, even when he's not smiling. The fella sleeps smiling. Yeah, we came out well.
Yeah, no, we have. We're pressing really well. I think there's an intention to get a fourth. Clearly, and there has to be.
Fourth. I want a fifth, mate. I want a sixth.
I want as many goals as possible. But we've got to start with the fourth.
I want my cat not to fart, Steph. We're not always going to get what we want.
Yeah, true. So it was fourth on the night. We got to just keep at it.
Pulisic deserves a medal for causing another player sent off. 3 in total. He does. He's very good.
Medal of honor.
So it's still 3-1, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, drink.
I'll get the cat out again. So this is Merlin. He's the cutest cat in the world. He likes being held like a baby. In case anyone's interested. He's a big baby boy. If you're on live to hunt loads of people. Where's Chorizo? Get him out.
Nah, he's asleep. Don't want to wake him up. He starts farting.
That's fair.
Nah. He's not his.
Hey, Chorizo, stop farting, mate.
He's bad for it. Come on, don't fall asleep. We're going to score a fourth goal. We should probably talk about the game. I mean, it almost feels like I'm expecting the fourth, and now we're just waiting for a fourth.
Yeah, Slavia are quite happy to absorb. Yeah. Joel John, ooh, a car. Yeah. Then do you know that meme? Like cats are called cars on the internet.
No, sorry, I didn't know that meme. No.
No, it's like a thing. I don't know if anyone in the chat wants to explain why.
Please indulge me.
Then please explain. It's a thing though.
Indulge.
They're called cars and not cats. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not making them up, Steph. I promise.
I'm waiting to be. Pulisic, come on, lad. Go on, lad.
Right.
Good cross.
What? Not back. Not bad. What are you drinking? What's on the M&S menu tonight?
This is recording.
Oh, interesting. I've got a cup of tea. I've got herbal tea.
Tough week at work. I need to. Yeah. I need to treat myself. One of them weeks.
Treat yourself, don't beat yourself.
Remember
that.
Some people
don't
are beating themselves for this performance.
A lot of people are beating themselves. Yeah, look. What's the other results? Do you want to?
Yeah, let's do a little bit because I think I feel like we score when I'm always distracted.
Let's not talk about the game.
Benfica were losing 2-1 at home against Rangers.
They are.
Which is a surprising scoreline so far. Marseille are 3-0 up against Villarreal.
Oh wow, they're the champions, aren't they?
Huh?
They're the reigning champions, aren't they?
Marseille?
No, Villarreal.
Wait, no. Did they win Europa League? No.
Spanish team won it, didn't they?
Was it not?
I might be wrong. Might have been Sevilla.
Was it in? Wait. Didn't they play Rome in the final? No, it was that conference.
That's conference. That was. Hang on. No, it was. No, you're right. It was Sevilla. And it was Rome. Sorry. Yeah, because they won the Conference League the year before. That's right.
Yeah, and then Fiorentina lost the Conference League final, didn't
My
they?
bad, guys. It was Sevilla.
Yeah, Fiorentina lost the Conference League final because that was it. There was 3 Italian teams in 3 European finals, and then Inter obviously lost so obviously Seville reigning champion. Thank God they're not in this year because they always are shooing to do well. And then 0-0 Freiburg versus West Ham, which is so quite a tight game, that one.
Oh, apparently I've got the answer, Joel John. It's because car is a typo, a common typo, and so people just started calling them cars instead of cars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. Autocorrect.
So now, there you go. Thank you,
I thought
Joel.
it was like in between his joke or something like that.
What? Your mum fucked a cat or something in a car?
No, because it was like, ooh, a car. It was like, ooh, a car, like sort of thing, innit? Car, friend. Fiorentina are actually losing tonight away against Maccabi Haifa. So there you go.
There you go.
That's happening as well.
Matt,
Lille,
you're late to say. Yeah, go on, Lille.
Lille won 3-0 away from home against Stone.
Jonathan David, our future number 9.
2 goals. You got 2 goals. Oh, Jay David.
Back. Loftus-Cheek's driving forward.
It's a foul, surely. Come on.
Card out, ref. Oh, hi, Matt. Yeah, you're late to this one, but you are 100% on the money. Yeah, fuck the Prem bigotry. I'm really glad that Roma won, even though I don't really like Roma. I don't like any of the Roman teams, but 2 of them. But yeah, it was good. I never understand Fiorentina results. No, I don't either, because they're going to beat us after Empoli. They will beat us. I think that's who we play after Empoli, isn't it? In the league?
Yes.
Yeah. Knowing Fiorentina, they'll smack us 3-1 or something stupid.
Wait, hold on.
I think it's Empoli then Fiorentina, isn't it? I might be wrong.
It might be Verona. I think it's...
Yeah, watch the first half of the stream. We had a lovely ramble about Premier League.
Rant more like.
Yeah, it was. We both shouting at each other.
I think it's Verona. Yeah, it's Verona.
No,
Verona.
It is Verona and then Fiorentina.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Fiorentina are a weird club.
I mean, if you look at their starting 11, they rotated quite a bit, to be fair. Tonight, as in, there's no Bonaventura. It's nature of it, though, isn't it? They just don't have a squad which is weird. Yeah, it's even Europa League that's the difference. Maccabi Haifa will play a starting 11. Fiorentina play a rotated side, and they'll fall 2-1. But I think they'll turn that around. They should turn it around. Second leg in Florence. They just need to play a remotely close to a starting 11, and they should win that game like 2-0, 3-1, and go through.
Yeah. We should get 2 or more goals and kill the tie. 100%. We need another goal. 3-1 is just...
I mean...
I'm actually annoyed at 3-1. I'm annoyed at 3-1.
Well, no, but I think we'll score at least 4, and it will go back into my 3-goal lead theory. But it's good when they're all back there tomorrow. This is where, like, I think from come 65 minutes, I like to see Pioli just go like, Chukwueze, Okafor, there you go. Like, go on the pitch and show me what you got. Like, Chukwueze for Pulisic, who could do with some minutes off the pitch, and an Okafor for like.
See, that's something that,
Loftus-Cheek, man.
I think Chukwueze deserves probably the wrong word because he doesn't deserve it, but Pulisic, I don't think is going to do much in the next 20, 30 minutes. And surely against a 10-man Slavia, Chukwueze deserves to have a chance, like just to run at people, get a goal, get an assist. Pioli's really crap at building confidence. Like if you take out Adli, who's got an iron mentality, like Adli is a really mentally strong individual because he's worked his way into that team after Pioli's told him no like 100 times. If you take Pioli out of that equation, Adli, out of the equation, Pioli is not a good mental health coach. And you know what I mean? He's not good at confidence. He really isn't. If Chukwueze can't get 20 minutes against 10-man Slavia at home, then what is the point? He's our most expensive signing. Ooh.
Yeah. It's like, where's even like the effort to like integrate him in? And it's not as if like he doesn't fit the formation. And it's not as if like, like Pulisic, man, he plays every fucking game. Like, get like this is the chance. Like even now, just do a sub right now for him, or like I know he's got
taking the best player out.
Yeah, he's probably trying to pocket the subs where he's got you can only do 3 over the half, but like it's like I don't know, man.
David,
it's not a conscious effort to integrate him in. That's the problem.
100%. I don't understand that. I don't get it. Like he's already delivered more than CDK did. But anyway, it's different.
That's true. He's the reason why we're in this competition, by the way, as well. So,
because
that go
100%. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I don't get Pioli's. He's not good at building players up. The Italian coefficient's gone way up. Yeah, 100%. I think we might get the top. I know it's the top 2 coefficient leading teams that get the 5th spot, but I think if we continue to do well, we might end up with the highest. I think Germany is number 1. I think Italy. Italy's definitely second, 100%, and then Spain.
I think we're top right now.
Anyway, maybe, but we're definitely going to get it. 100%. Brighton are more or less out. Liverpool will get to the latter stages, 100%. And then you've got City. I can't think much else for England. I don't think that they've got much else going on.
Well, I mean, other than the
Liverpool,
the one Arsenal,
and Arsenal, but Arsenal, I like Arsenal a lot, but they are they will not do well. The first time, luckily, we're not clinical. Otherwise, things could have looked differently. Yeah, 100%, well said. I think we stagnated with Pioli, Sharpshooter says, but do you guys believe that the players back him behind the scenes, or is it just a case of they just have to say it in public? That's a really interesting point. I think Pioli's respected by the players because of what he did by guiding us to a Scudetto, but I wouldn't be surprised if the back of their minds, for a lot of them, they're a bit like aware that he's not upper echelon of coaches. And I think they think that they're better than him. The manager should always be it's like a job, right? The manager should be the best in their position in the sense that they are authoritative in their ability, even though they're not playing. And I don't think Pioli commands that level of respect anymore. So yes and no to that question. I think they do respect him. I think that's evident. I don't think that they look up to him like I think you should. As a top manager, you need to look up to your manager. I don't think they look up to Pioli, to be honest.
What
did Chukwueze do? Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say, I think they definitely respect Pioli, yeah, and I think there's no joke kidding about that. That's a good tackle from Pierre there, bloody hell. But I think they understand that this is this is more or less his last season with us.
Yeah.
It's going to be his last season, and I think it's just rather than taint that image and like ruining everything that's happened before this, and basically go like lose any sort of respect for him. I think they see the end of the journey happening, and it's kind of just like seeing someone who's given their notice at work.
Yeah.
Just rather than like burn the bridges and be like, you know what, I always fucking hated this element. It's like, you know what, enjoy the ride.
They'll never slag him off. They won't slag him off.
But I think they ultimately know that there should be an element of excitement to be like, this is the end of that chapter. What's next? Rather than sort of like he was shit tactically and da. It's kind of like we just need something new now. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I think that should excite people as much as it should be a moment of reflection to be like, you know what, this is all the good things he did thing. And this is, oh, fucking hell, what's a goal again?
Oh, my God. They've actually
Mike, the fucking statue.
This is exactly what I mean. I think someone else said it in the group. 10 men, Slavia, at the San Siro, and they are playing really fucking well, and it's 3-2, and I'm just losing it. I'm losing it. So shit at the back. It's another really good finish, a half volley. Mike, like, what are you doing? Standing there like an absolute gargoyle. 10 men. 10 men, and we're just going to scrape past them. I said 4-2, and I think we're going to be 4-2 at this game. I think I'm going to predict it perfectly. Head up.
You might do.
This is pathetic. I'm sorry. 10.
Goal check.
I don't care, even if it is not a goal, Steph. It doesn't matter to me. I'm so fed up with this team now. I really am. I'm losing.
I don't think it's offside. I think it's offside. Nah, he's going to get the goal. That's ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous.
This is.
But this is why he needs to go. Yeah. And we could sit here going, you know, both goals were fantastically well taken. But
they were.
There's something not right, man. Like, it's different if we're like, we started off the half really well and we've done fuck all to kind of like do any sense to get that fourth goal. And then we then pushed off the foot of the break. And now we're like playing with urgency. But where is that, man? Where is that?
Where is that not winning? Yeah, we have no killers. We've got no killers. None of us.
Loftus-Cheek's come off for Jovic. Why wasn't this sub done before?
I don't know.
It's almost as if like the 2-0 lead was good enough for him, and it's like, and I'll just naturally get the other goals. It's like, no, where's the fucking cutthroat element? Like then you kill their confidence, and when it's like 3-1, then they have something to believe in and play for. If it's 4-1, if it's 5-1, it's fucking 6-1. They're just like, let's just salvage our fucking identity. If this ends in a 1-goal margin,
but Steph, right?
If this ends in a 1-goal margin, that is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. We deserved it.
It's ridiculous. 10 men at home. We now have made a mountain of a fucking second leg.
I hate this. I actually hate Pioli. I'm done with the team.
And you know what takes the piss as well. It takes the piss as well. It's because it's so tight now. He ain't going to sub off Pulisic. He ain't going to sub off Leao. And they're going to have to play 90 minutes in the second leg. So there's no Chukwueze. There's no Okafor.
No.
So fuck this guy and his fucking tactics and his lack of integration.
Pulisic is still on the pitch. Get him off. Get Chukwueze on. Get Okafor. Get someone on. Like, I know I don't want to lark on about fucking Liverpool, but they played effectively the same team, right? In Czech, the other top team in Czech. They went, I think they equalised 1-1. And then they just killed them. They just scored 4 goals, relentless. This is a Liverpool team that are trying to win the Premier League. We've got nothing else to play for, Steph. This is our Premier League. This is our Scudetto. This is our Champions League. This is the only trophy we can realistically win all season. And we are acting and playing like shit. I don't get it. How are a team like Liverpool, who have we've got all our team now. We were the worst affected team for injuries back in November and December. That was a fact. We broke records. It was awful. We've now got pretty much all our players back. Everyone's in match rhythm. You know, with the last sort of stretch of the season, everyone's got their fitness up. We're firing on all cylinders in that sense, right? Yet we go to Slavia, come to Milan. They get a player sent off in the first 20 minutes of the match, and they have played up to our level for the full 70 minutes that we played so far. I don't get it. I don't understand how this can happen. This should be the most important match for us all season so far. This game is the most important match for us all season so far. That's a fact. Why can't we get a 5-1? Why can't we get another goal? We will win this game 3-2 or 4-2. And like you said, we're going to go back next week. They're going to have 11 men. We're going to be more knackered. And they're going to give us a game. And if we get through, we'll only just get through. I'm just done with it. And they're running again. They're in behind again. They're actually attacking us more. They're a player down and they're running and running and running. Where's our urgency? Where's our running? Where is it? We're lethargic and slow. We've got Mike who's standing like a statue.
We look frustrated. We look frustrated. Like, as the team looks frustrated, because it's like, I think they even know, why is it this close? Like, why? And I think this is like, they've worked harder than us. We scored goals out of having an extra man. Like, what is that fucking pass? What is that fucking pass from Kier?
Is pulling him down.
No, but like, it's the pass from Kier. It's a fucking what?
They're not good. They're not good. They are a player down, and they're playing us at home in the San Siro, and we're only just scraping by them. And when I say only just, they are looking like the team that are next going to score. Not us. They are. I just don't know what to say. I'm sorry we haven't read the comments out. I'm extremely frustrated. if you hadn't guessed, like really, really frustrated. And yes, Steph, you made a good point like a couple of minutes ago. We have no choice now but to absolutely play out our skins the second leg, which is just not good for the squad. We could have put this to bed. Why are we doing this? Where is the Chukwuezes? Where is the Okafors? Where are all these other players? They're growing in confidence. I just don't understand. They've never played. I don't even know if they've ever played in the San Siro, even against Inter. I don't know, but this should be like a momentous occasion for these guys, and then don't even look out of place. And they're not good. How does that make any sense? They're not even good. I actually can't get over this team. They can. Yeah. I'm just fed up, guys. Like, this is just a joke. Where is Okafor? Where is Chukwueze? Where is Benacer? Benacer would have been brilliant. He would have been brilliant in this game. Bring him on.
You know what? This is why I asked for, like, when I asked for Motta as well, is because we need someone with a fresh pair of eyes to look at this squad and whatever additions or subtractions come in the summer and look at the squad with a fresh pair of eyes and go, I want to get the best out of the whole squad, and however I utilize it, it's up to Pioli is so fucking stubborn in his ways with the players that he likes and he wants to play, that it comes at the detriment to the other players who aren't in those plans, and it makes us suffer every season since we won the league, which is 2 seasons now, to be fair. But like, it happened last year, and it's even worse this year. It's worse this year because there's more talent around the squad, which is now, it's no excuse of how bad this brand of football should be, and how much and it's not all this shit about, oh, he's got a new midfield and he's got new attackers and they need time to integrate. Yes, they need time to fucking integrate, but his fucking job is to do that now. And we're 3/4 into a season now, and he's paid to do this. He's paid to get the best out of them. If they can't work out passages of play, then he's a fucking moron of a coach. If it's only give it to Rafa and he can do the rest, then he's a moron of a coach. He should be able to get these players, he has them on a weekly, daily basis, to make passages of play, to learn how to play with each other in an attacking manner, to fucking beat a 10-man side convincingly.
This isn't a 10-man top side as well. Let's. And I'm not disrespecting the Czech league. But come on, yeah, they don't play top teams day in, day out. They've got energy, they've got fitness, but they're not a good team. They are not an objectively good team, and we are making them look good. You
know what? I kind of wish I had on, but I don't have on because I can't have the background noise impacting the sound. I can't hear the fans because I don't. Yeah, commentary of the fans, fans, the noise of the fans. Yeah. But I'm actually quite. Can the comment section tell me what the fans, how loud they seem? Because I personally would be booing if we won this game 3-2. I'd be booing in the final whistle because it's a fucking ridiculous like joke of a display.
It's so bad. Joel, this is the same thing that got us kicked up from the Champions League, the dilly-dallying against PSG Newcastle. Yeah, but we can't freaking part. Like,
look, did you see that play there? So Reijnders is on, like, you got Liao backing into a defender, going play it through, make this defender make a decision, either tackle me and I could potentially win a penalty, or I carry the ball into the box. Reijnders doesn't pass it through; he passes it to the left like a crab to Teo. And then Taylor does a fucking. He's trying to pass it to Giroud, loses the ball, and then we're having to like recycle possession back and try to win it back. Like those moments, there is the reason why this team is so fucking boring sometimes. Like play through the fucking middle, challenge the defending team to make a foul, not play around, work your way around them and hope that the space opens up. That's some bullshit fucking play of football.
I'm just thinking back the 10 years of band era that we went through, where we had like objectively bad players and bad coaches, right? But we had bad players. We've won the league. We have top players, like actual top world-class players. Not in every position. We've got a couple genuinely world-class players, and then a couple others really. We've got a good team, right? But we have regressed. How have we regressed? We've got better players than maturing, they are becoming older, more confident. We have really good players, Steph, right? We have really good players, but we play shit. We play really shit football. I don't understand. Our players are actually good. It's not a perfect squad. This is a good squad. We're probably, other than Inter, but I'd even argue Inter don't. We're the only team in Italy who I can say hand on heart, we have at least 2 players that could start in almost every single team in the world. Every single team. But why are we shit? Why are we shit?
We
had 10 years of bad players and we played better football than we have this season.
We have
during the ban era.
Yeah. Oh my god! They're getting half chances in the box here.
They almost scored again in the box. I don't understand. I don't understand.
We have, and this is the difference. Like I watched an interview from Klopp where like he was talking about when you win the ball, what do you do with it? And he's like, pass the ball forward, because even if you lose the possession, you have a chance to counter press.
Yeah,
it's
I've
more
heard
positive
that.
football. Yeah, and it's more positive to play that way because you just never know what you can create. We have a coach right now who's scared to do that. And it's kind of weird because I felt like this has never always been the way. I always felt like Pioli has. I felt like he's with the pressure of winning the Scudetto. He's now played it. He's gone like reserved into a reserve shell of playing safe football, and it's like it's not worth playing that cutthroat pass through the middle. Play around and wait for the space to open up. It's like something else will come up. It's so depressing to think that we play that way now. It's so depressing to think that we aren't bold enough with this attacking and midfield talent between midfield players like Reijnders and Adley and Benacer. There is not even an inclination to play. I'm going to play it through to these attacking players like Okafor, Leao, Giroud, Pulisic.
Oh, look, Okafor's coming on.
Why is there not even this thought process in their mind? And it's not like the players can make their own decisions on the pitch, but they're being directed to play a game plan by the coach. And I fully believe the common denominator here is that he is telling them to play a passive way of playing football. Like, if the pass ain't on to Rafa, then, just keep passing it around and figure it out a different way. And he doesn't work on ways to build confidence in an attacking momentum way to allow them to play with confidence, to play those through balls in. I watched some training clips and it's just like, I don't know, it's all crosses and I don't know, it's all individual play. But where's the bit in the middle of the pitch where we can try to cut a team open?
I couldn't agree, Steph. I'm so with you here because the tactical limitations of our coach has been exposed so heavily this season because we have a better squad than we've had in a very long time, because we've got players that are growing and maturing and some of them are top in the world, and we've seen good passage of play. When was the last time we've seen a really good 1-2? I'm just talking simple, quick passes. Can you tell me a game where it's like on the edge of the box, 1-2, a player goes inside? LB pass on FIFA, for example. I have not seen that once. It's static crossing, static hold up, pass it through shot. It's fucking ridiculous. It's actually, oh my God, team, I'm losing my shit. The fans are not loud. Thanks, Liam. I'm glad that they're not loud. They shouldn't be. They should be, but
by the way,
surprised they're not. Huh?
Freiburg 1-0 against West Ham, but
there you go. I hope Redbird realizes you can get a lot of things right, but if you get the head coaching job wrong, nothing is going to work out. Yeah, I mean, look, that's what we're hoping. I don't know, actually, we should touch on this, but did you watch the Financial Times chat between Jerry and Zlatan? It was absolutely fascinating, and it's clear that Jerry really trusts Ibra's
guidance,
insight, and his understanding of as a sport. I'd be highly. I mean, I'm almost convinced that there is no way Pioli is staying next season because I just don't think Ibra sees any continuity.
Not a chance.
It's just not. There is abs. We are so limited by a head coach. It's just I can't. I'm just so fed up. I don't even care that we win this game. It's pathetic. 10-man Slavia and they're just running us ragged. Like, what is going on?
Chukwueze is getting no minutes tonight now, obviously, because we're out of subs.
No. He was our most expensive signing of the summer.
Yeah. And he said bitching about him in interviews, rather than giving him chances. Like, you are killing the assets that this club is bringing in. You're killing the assets this club's bringing in. And it's not a CDK problem where it's a square peg in a round hole. He fits a 4-3-3. He fits a 4-2-3-1. Both your formations he plays.
How is he going to be into form if you don't play the guy? Do you know what I mean? He's not going to suddenly play at half and then be unreal. That's not how football works. He needs confidence. He needs continuity. He needs to play football. He's not playing football.
He's killing him. Killing him. Go, Rafa. Take him on. Oh, which of a shot. Not a bad move. So.
10 men. I just still can't get over. It's not even like it's been 10 men for 10 minutes. It's been 10 men for 70 minutes. 75 minutes. Or 60 minutes anyway. It doesn't matter. It's been 10 men for over a half of football. And we're barely winning this game. Finally,
I swear to God, if we get knocked out of Europa League, whenever it's mathematically impossible to not get top 4, sack that fucking prick. Like, do you know what I mean? Like if we get knocked out of Europa League,
April, and we're in top 4, get rid of him.
And it's like mathematically impossible to not finish in the top 4. I'm just like, get rid of him. I've had enough, man. I'm
so fed up. It's fucking espresso sipping turtleneck.
Yeah, goal.
What a goal.
4-2. I just keep slagging. Every time I slag us off, we score. But
but that was an unreal goal. Leao, that was naughty. This is what I'm saying. We have really good players, but we've again had to rely on Leao just dribbling their whole knackered defence because they've been 10 men for fucking 70 minutes.
Ollie said offside, but I don't know if it's offside. Where's the offside?
Finish.
Ollie's blind. I think he said offside, but it's not an offside. Even if that touch off Pulisic, it's not offside.
It's not.
There's a guy right there. Ollie, go to Specsavers if you're watching the stream. Oh, what? Pulisic stole the goal.
Oh, you bastard.
He did jab it. Oh, no, wait. It's been given to Leao, but then it's not Leao's goal. Wait, what? It legit doesn't make a difference because it was onside regardless, but they have to confirm it or not. Because obviously, for a stat perspective. Yeah, it's been given as Pulisic on live scores.
Interesting.
That is a Pulisic goal. Like legit, like he jabbed it in with his foot. Which is cool. I'd have to get another assist.
I got my prediction was correct.
Yeah, I'd have to get another assist. So 2 assists for Leao, 2 assists for Lorenzo tonight. Yeah, well, so far, Loz, I think we've got another goal in us. Let me just continue to slag off Pioli, and then we might score a 5th.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been a very ranty stream.
Actually, fans leaving the ground, even though it's 4-2, and we should really be getting a 5th here, though. I guess it's a weekday, and then people will work tomorrow. But come on, Pulley, take it inside. Let's just come on. Can we get a 5th goal? Can we get a 5th goal? Can we get a 5th goal? Go on, Okafor. It's just such a like. But this is what I mean. Like, it's just like, why is it like this? Why does it have to be like this? Why can't it be like 5-0, 5-1? Like, and this is like, Chikwueze just pans to him sitting next to Giroud, just like not impressed because he's just like, what's the fucking point of me being here? Aye.
Stop shouting as if you know what you're doing, Pioli. You don't know what you're doing. Please. I love you. Like, thank you. I love and hate you. Thank you for the Scudetto, but your time is up, my man. You've been our longest serving coach for since I don't even know.
He really needs to stop playing Kier, by the way, because this is like he's got everyone back now. He's I swear he's doing this just to fuck with us. He's just like, if this is my last season, I'm gonna fuck with you fans as well. I'm gonna make Kier get as many minutes as possible. Like, stop.
No, do you know what? Do you know what I think, Steph? Do you know what I've thought? You know, last season he didn't rotate. Like Pioli didn't understand what it was to rotate. Now I think he's so slow and stubborn. He's taking that on board. He's like, well, I'm going to rotate now. I'm going to play Kier because he's not good enough for the league. He can't play the league because it's X, Y, Z. But he can play against a team like Slavia. And he's like, I'm determined to rotate. That's what I think he's doing.
Oh yeah, he is. 100%. 100%. But like now with like Chow and Tamori and Kalulu are back in the squad. Like, there is no reason why Kier should be starting a game. It should be seeing out a game and throwing Kier on if you want to do that shit. Like, whilst they work on their fitness, I get it. But like from like Empoli and beyond, it needs to be like Chow, Tamori, free kick to Milan. Good run from Teo.
It doesn't matter. This is going to go Rosette. I'm not even interested.
No, we can't score set pieces for shit.
I was really, do you know what, Steph? I was really excited for this game because I thought we're going to kick on here. Like I said, this is our Champions League. This is our Scudetto. Every single Europa League game we need to be taken with absolute seriousness because we're good enough for top four. I don't think, even if we finish fourth, we are not going to drop out. And fifth is even better. That is not going to happen. We will be playing Champions League football next season. Of that, I'm almost guaranteed. So this is it. This is the only chance we have for silverware. Lads, fix up. Pioli,
look sharp.
Fix up. Like, what is that? What is that free kick? Oh, it's so annoying.
Whoever we get, as a coach, he's now going like this. But like, whoever we get as a coach needs to seriously do a fucking investigation on how we do free kicks. Like, we scored from two corners today. Effectively, one from a direct corner, another one from from a shot from a corner. But like, so I feel like we're getting somewhere with corners, but like free kicks, we ain't got a hope in hell from scoring from a direct or an indirect free kick.
I actually don't want to get any further than Europa League because as soon as a Leverkusen and Liverpool come up against us, we're fucked. And I don't want to admit that. And it's not because of our players aren't good enough. As I promise you, I back our players. We have really good players. We can't play football well. There's a difference. Just fed up. Really fed
up. I think from last day onwards, obviously we're going to have to play a significantly stronger side on paper. Should we get through? It's just like we just have to play the game. Just because, regardless if we probably get cooked by Liverpool or Leverkusen, like I'd rather just know that and know that our opinions on Pioli is validated. To be fair, you did call the 4-2.
I did call
really well.
4-2.
Shame we just scored a fifth. Wait, I'm joking.
Our Curva is enabling shitty culture of losing to 10 man. Nah, it's nothing to do with the Curva, man. They're just coked up idiots. All ultras of all teams are like that. Like, whatever. I don't care at this point. The banterest thing for me is what game was it last season? It was last season, wasn't it? When the Curva spoke to the players.
Oh yeah. Away.
It's so funny.
Yeah, away from home. I can't remember if it was against. Yeah.
What a tactical nightmare. Yeah, Milan will not win the whole thing. No, tonight has proven that to me. I had a hope. I did have hope. I really did because I think, like I said many times, I think we've got really, really quality. I think we've got players good enough to win the Europa League 100%. But we don't have the tactics. And in any two-legged tie, we're fucked. If we can somehow get to the final and not face any really hard team, on the off chance through individual brilliance, I think we could beat a Liverpool on our day and we could beat a Leverkusen on our day. I do believe that. But in a two-legged tie, finished. Absolutely finished. No chance in hell. No chance. We'll get fat. Klopp would figure us out in 45 minutes if we could somehow. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no way. There's no way. Absolutely no way.
It's tough ask.
No worries, Sophie.
It's a tough ask. This we're gonna have to go to Prague, and 2-goal lead, 11-11. They're gonna be up for it, man. They're gonna be up for it. It's just so annoying because it's just like we're gonna have to play the same 11. He's going to play the same 11 that played tonight because he's just a prick. I mean, look, I think this is the thing now. Knowing that we're going to have to play our strongest side away at Prague, who's the side that plays at home against Empoli this weekend? And I fucking pray that Chukwueze is in that side.
I think you might have to be. Leao's suspended, isn't he? So you might put Pulisic on the left, Okafor on the left, and then maybe Chukwueze will definitely come on as a sub, I would imagine, at the very least. But that's mental, even as a sub, right? I don't freaking know, man. I don't freaking know.
Who the fuck is this?
Come on,
Milan obsession. I've done a tweet. I'm not tweeted much recently on X, but this isn't evidence enough why Pioli has to go. Then I don't know what to tell you. We will now be forced, because Pioli refuses to trust anyone else, to play Leao, Giroud, and Pulisic up front in the away leg when this game should have been a formality. Milan obsessions has replied, yes, it has nothing to do with the fact that Slavia are a really good team, won all but one of their Europa League group stage matches, scoring 17 goals and only conceding 4. Always
full time, guys.
That's just like,
just in case. Yeah, it's
fucking
Steph. I mean, they're idiots.
Milan obsessions. Whoever the fuck you are, you're a fucking moron. If you don't believe that, if you watch this trash football and you don't think that's Pioli's fault, you're a fucking moron. I don't even know. I don't know.
Full time, guys. 14.
The only obsession you have is fucking Pioli's. Nah, like, no, man.
Yes. Get in the comments, and Steph, you too. Should I start betting? Because what an unbelievable prediction. No comment.
Players have gone to the Cordoba. Even Rafa's like going. He's like, look, are you watching this? They're going to the Cordoba, going like, "Oi!" But like Rafa's just like.
Who cares?
I think any player, yeah, if you are a serious player, Calabria's like this with the fact. If you're a serious player, yeah, you can't get for Milan. You're not coming off after that game going like, "We've done well, guys. We've done well."
Yeah,
it's like, nah, man.
Well,
You've scraped a win against a 10-man side for the majority of the game at home. That's a fucking pathetic performance. Clap the fans and be like, "Look, we'll do better." That's it.
Yeah. Have you read on the site recently? SempreMilan obviously plugged the site, SempreMilan.com. Get on there for all your Milan-related news. Jankulovski obviously being Czech, but Hullet, and there's a few others like talking about Milan players. Do you know what every single one of them said, Steph? Every single one of them has said Milan, not players, not Milan as a club, i.e. coach, must aim high. We always must aim high. Like what you're saying is spot on, and Leao's got it. You know, Teo's probably. I didn't see it. I switched it off after the game finished, but you can't be satisfied as an actual Milan player, a Milan level player with this performance, with this result. You can't be satisfied with this. You can't be. That's accepting that this is the best it's going to get for us. No, we shouldn't even be in this competition. We should be in the Champions League. But we're in the Europa League and we scraped by against 10-man Slavia, who were 10 men for like 80 minutes. Why are you proud of that? Why are you proud of that? Calabria, you shouldn't be proud of that. It should be. And if I don't know who's going to do the post-match commentary, but I hope it's Leao. He often doesn't do much of that, to be fair to him. But someone like that, I want someone to come out and say, "I'm not satisfied. We should have got more." And if it's anything other than that, if it's Calabria saying, it was a tough game, it's hard to play against 10 men, shut up. I don't care. I don't want to hear that. I'm not interested. I'm so finished, man. I don't want to hear any celebrations. It's just pathetic.
I mean, I don't know. It's just and this might make the stream next week somewhat entertaining because at least the game's in the balance for people, and it gives us something to sit on the edge of our seat for. But to be honest, do I want to have that when it should have been a formality? Not a chance, man. Not a chance. Every game doesn't have to be so high stakes. Not when you get. This is the problem as well with the Lazio game. The Lazio game, they were 10 men from the 57th minute or something like that, and it took us to the last 10 minutes to start creating some chances, and then eventually score a goal. And we came away from that game with a win, but really, a serious team with a serious coach and serious expectations. The moment Lazio going down to 10 men, we dominate the game, which we didn't do, and we win that game like 2-0 or something like that, convincingly.
Yeah.
We do not have to wait to the 88th minute for Okafor to save the fucking day, and them also getting chances in the process of it. Like Immobile had a shot where he could have fucking scored a goal. And like they also had a few other half chances. Like that game could have easily gone the other way, and we were 10 men versus 11. Sorry, it was 11. We were 11 versus 10, and it's the same thing tonight. It shouldn't have to be that fucking hard. And everyone's like, "Oh, but we've won. Who gives a shit?" Fuck all that, man. A better coach gets better out of this squad, and we are more of a dominant force. And it doesn't mean we have to go into the next game having to be such high stakes. And then we can then rotate the side. We can give Chukwueze a chance. Can people not see the bigger picture here? It's ridiculous. Fucking obsession. Like, that's just so triggered me, man. Like, it's just ridiculous.
I've got to go through.
Not even a fucking minute for Chukwueze tonight. Not even a fucking minute. What's the fucking point of him being here? What's the point of shelling out 28 mil?
He was the most expensive signing.
From the summer. And this is not like CDK, where it's like
you're thumbing him in. Yeah, he fits our system. Get him on.
Fucking fits. Pulisic is playing every game 90 minutes. How does it not make sense to throw him on? Unless you have an agenda that you just don't want to fucking play him.
Excuse me. We became too confident. I don't know where this confidence has come from, because it sure as hell can't come from Pioli. This is the third watch along. Big up, Sharpshooter. Thank you, guys. By the way, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It was a rough start, but we got there in the end. And odd game. But yeah, third time lucky, Steph. It's the third watch along, and we finally got a win. So that's positive. I'm glad Milan won, but the performance was bad. Prague played good football and was playing Milan off the pitch. They could have nicked result. Against leather men, there's no way we win this game. And if we do win it, we win it by pure luck or individual brilliance. I really don't know how this would have looked if it was 11v11 for 90 minutes. I really don't. Our defence has a serious problem. If we can't clear the ball, we will be in trouble all fucking day. Yeah, we dilly-dally with it. If we flick, I don't know. I mean, there's so much we can analyse. Thanks for the stream, lads. Got to hop off. Catch you next one. Ciao, Forza Milan. Yeah. Thanks, Sharpshooter. Forza Milan, indeed. Sohail, first win for the B team stream. Yeah. Although we are going to be the A team stream. What are we saying? Florenzi and Gabbia, something hurt us. Coming to hurt us. I think that's what you mean. Adrian, losing to Liverpool in the Champions League and now the Europa League with Pioli at the helm would send me through the roof. 4 years in, our team has not grown stronger. Yeah, I don't want to play Liverpool because I hate to admit it, but 100%. I promise you, I know this might sound stupid. I don't even think their players are that much better than ours. Like overall, I don't. I really don't. They just play much better football. And at the end of the day, it's a team sport, and individual players. Look at PSG, for God's sake. Individual brilliance doesn't do you anywhere. You need to be a team, and we're not a good enough team who play good football as a collective. We're just not there. Cheers, Liam. Thanks for watching. We might be getting better and better, but Milan sure aren't this season. So. Pioli wants that right winger as a second right back. Chukwueze doesn't defend. I don't know what Pioli wants, mate. I mean, that's a fair point. I don't know. Pulisic, I think it's just because Pulisic is a complete player. He can defend. He works hard, you know. But again, I think this shows limitations of Pioli. He sees Pulisic as a finished article. He's a finished product player. He can't develop. Why can't you develop Chukwueze? Why can't you teach him and show him by playing football that he can be a starting right winger for us? Where's the competition? Where's the competition for Pulisic? Pulisic ain't worried. He's starting every single game. He doesn't even have to put effort in training. He's starting that game. That's not how you get a mentality team that can go out and beat any opposition. I'm just fed up. Predictions for Empoli, not the scoreline, but how many changes the board fraud makes. I don't know about Empoli. What do you think before we hop off, Steph? Because I'm going to go in a couple of minutes.
Look, I just care Chukwueze starts.
Chukwueze FC, baby.
Because it's just like at this point, everyone else is getting a fair chance by him.
Yeah,
I just want us to protect our assets. Yeah.
I don't know if we. I don't. I actually. Is
we should beat Empoli easily. They're a shit side. Yeah,
they are a shit side. They're
a shit side. We should beat them seriously. We got Mbanyang rocking up to the fucking San Siro. This is ridiculous, man. Like we should beat them.
What's in spin care? Because he's going to play care.
But I've just realised again that Leao is suspended. So we will make a meal of the game and probably either draw or maybe win by a goal. So yeah.
I don't get it. Roma beat Brighton 4-0 and we do this. Look, I get that. I do not rate Roma, and anyone who I was having this discussion with my friends, my friends from home about Roma. They don't watch the Serie A. They don't realise that Roma are not a very good side. They have a new manager bounce, and their run of form came against the weakest side in the league. So they've built up a nice bit of momentum, but they're not a good side. We'd beat Roma still, even with Pioli's tactics. We'd beat Roma. I'm convinced of it. They haven't beaten us in 5 years? Stupid like that. They don't beat us. They don't beat a lot of the top teams. Yet they have absolutely embarrassed Brighton. Embarrassed Brighton, a team that people wax lyrical about in the Premier League. Do we beat Brighton 4-0? Do we fuck? Do we fuck? Do you really think Pioli told them to just pass the ball sideways? It's just weird to see no one was trying anything. I don't think he's doing that, but Italian football is very rigid. It's very tactical, and the tactics behind it are very stringent. So I do think that he would have been given clear instructions. Now, obviously, not everything is put on the manager. He's not the one out there playing the game. I appreciate that, but we've seen these patterns too much. Pioli is incredibly rigid in the way he wants his team to play football. I think if you're not doing that, then you're not going to get picked, I guess. Is he teaching the players to play sideways? No, but I mean, football's it's more complicated than that, at least from a tactical point of view. It's about passages. It's about where players are on the pitch to enable space being made. It's a whole working mechanism, isn't it? Watching Milan is like watching a very risky heart surgery. Then the surgeon, Pioli, came out to say the surgery was successful, but the patient died. I like that. Yeah, that is spot on. And for us, the surgery was successful as in we won the game, but the patient died as in football's dead because the football we play is dead. So I like that, Joel. I feel Liverpool will crash out next stage. The pressure from the EPL is strong. I see that more for Leverkusen, to be honest. I don't see Leverkusen being able to win the Bundesliga and go deep in the Europa League personally. Especially they've never won the Bundesliga Europa League. They'll want to win that, and they should win it. Liverpool, I think Klopp's just such a good manager that they will be able to fight on both fronts, and they've done it before. So I unfortunately do think Liverpool will go quite deep, more so than Leverkusen. Cheers, Nonso. The stream has been fun. It's been a ranty one, but thank you all for tuning in. EPL, I'm just going to do these last few comments. EPL is overrated. Only City and Arsenal are the good team. Yeah, City and Arsenal are wicked. I completely agree. Liverpool, I don't think are as good. I think it's massively a Klopp system. It's Klopp's just incredible. I don't think their players are actually amazing, other than obviously the few world-class players that they do have. Yeah, we got the win, but I don't like the manner in which we did it. Yeah, 100%. Moving the ball was terrible. Played in that direction. Pioli over-exceeded his limits. He doesn't have anything more to give. His cycle is done. Agreed. But I'll leave it on this one. The second leg will be a killer to watch, and we'll be here 5:45, streaming it, ready for a big game. With that being said, I don't know if there's anything else you want to kind of sign. I'm gonna end the stream in a minute, guys. Anything else to say, Steph? Before I kill the stream?
No. But no, you know what? I can't even remember the goals. I'm not even gonna lie. Reijnders' goal was really good. That was a banger. Give him that.
Yeah,
that was a good goal. We'll have a entertaining game next week, regardless of whatever the fuck happens. But yeah, been a pleasure, guys. Everyone who's dialed in, everyone who's tuned in.
Keep listening. It's a pleasure. Keep your comments coming in. It's been a fun one. It's been a ranty one, but it's been a lot of engagement. So it's been good from that perspective. And we'll be back. We'll be back. Just, next season when the Watchalongs are really kicking off and we've got a new coach and everything's exciting. Who knows what we'll be singing? We'll be singing then. Perfect. Cheers, guys. We're going to sign off. Lots of love. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be here next Thursday. I'm not going to be able to do the game on Sunday. It's Mother's Day here in the UK. And Steph and I will be busy. But it's Empoli. I'm sure it's not the end of the world. But we'll be here next Thursday, 5:45. It'll be a cracker because Pioli's made it a cracker. So good for Watchalong, bad for Milan. All right, guys. Cheers. See you later.
Ciao, ciao.